You and I were talking, and you use some creative ways to teach and get kids' attention. And you told me a story about one day you had a kid that would arrive in class late. So what happened with that?
We were in a communications unit, and I remember getting this gentleman out of first period class to see if he would role play at the end of the day in the last class. And he was not the best of students. And he said, "What do I have to do?" And I said, "You've got to come to class late." He goes, "I'm used to doing that." and then he said, "What after that?" I said, "I want you to get flippant with me." So the last period of the day comes. He comes late, and I go, "Where's your pass?" And he goes, "Whatever." I said, "Don't you whatever me." He goes, "Whatever." And I picked him up by the shirt, and I threw him against the chalkboard. And he knew I was going to do it. But his two friends in the class didn't. So they jumped on my back and started beating me up, saying, "I got your back," whoever the guy's name was. And I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
And then I had to take all three of them down to ISS. We came back to the class to process. And the class looked at me and said, "Mr. Scott, you're the adult.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?" And they had no idea it was a role play.
So for those that don't know, ISS was in-school
In-school
suspension.
suspension.
Did you go get those guys
Then I
out of
got-
jail?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
them from jail. They came
Yeah.
back, and we said we put all that together so
That's funny.
I wouldn't lose my job for the third time.
So what's funny is I remember they actually did teach archery here in phys ed.
Yes, they
and when
did.
you talked about the other story about Rich
Yes.
with the kid with the arrow in the arm, there had to be all kinds of things during phys ed that happened as you watched. How about the transition from all boys phys ed classes and all girls to the co-ed gym classes?
That kind of worked well.
Did it?
I mean, it really did. I don't think there was much of a problem that I can remember. I mean, we, believe it or not, we did square dancing as a unit.
Yeah.
And it all worked well.
It didn't seem, we were right there. We were in school when that happened. It just changed the curriculum
Yes.
a lot. You weren't going to play broom hockey together, but that didn't have that much of an impact, though.
No, it really didn't. We had an elective program at one time, which
Yep.
I think was the best, kind of like with the colleges. And so if people wanted to take adapted physical education,
Yep.
worked with one of the teachers. Some people wanted to take a bicycling class. We'd get off campus and ride bicycles, which is healthy. Some people liked floor hockey.
Yep.
And so they had a choice to do what they wanted to do. And some people just wanted to walk around the track, which, as you well know, people are doing now because it's good for your
I remember
health.
that. That was
Yeah.
great because
Yeah.
you could pick what you wanted to
Yeah.
do, and it was a good program. So we're going to pick up on Quest skills for living in the
yeah.
next video.